We're not going to let our country be destroyed by a bunch of nut jobs.
The choice could not be more clear.
With 65 days to go, both campaigns are framing the election in apocalyptic terms.
This election will decide whether we will defend the American way of life or whether we will allow a radical movement to completely dismantle and destroy it.
Who we are as a nation, what we stand for, and most importantly, who we want to be. That's all on the ballot.
President Trump is struggling to reframe a campaign that has become a referendum on his handling of a pandemic that has killed more than 180,000 Americans. He depends on voters believing there is a threat greater than the virus, and he is attempting to construct one.
No one will be safe in Biden's America. I can't even call it Biden's America. The Republican Party condemns the rioting, looting, arson, and violence we have seen in Democrat-run cities all, like Kenosha.
The more chaos and anarchy and vandalism and violence reigns, the better it is for the very clear choice on who's best on public safety and law and order.
It's actually not so different than the message he ran on 4 years ago.
The crime and violence that today afflicts our nation will soon, and I mean very soon, come to an end.
For 4 nights, Republicans worked to recast the president's image.
Many on the other side love to incite division by claiming that President Trump is a racist. They could not be more wrong.
Rewrote history on the pandemic.
Imagine what 2020 would have looked like, fighting for your life without Donald Trump fighting for it too. Millions would have died.
And held events without social distancing and with few masks. In the end, the president is making it clear, take it or leave it.
We're here, and they're not.
President Trump took 5 days to comment on the police shooting of Jacob Blake.
I'll be getting reports, and I'll certainly let you know pretty soon. But it was not a good sight. I didn't like the sight of it, certainly, and I think most people would agree with that.
He has not yet condemned the killing of 2 protesters in which 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse has been charged, and ignored questions about thousands gathered for a march on Washington for racial justice, instead choosing to focus on protests that followed the Republican convention.
You know what I say? Protest is your ass. I don't talk about my ass. They're just looking for trouble. Has nothing to do with George Floyd, has nothing to do with anything.
He views this as a political benefit to him. You know, he's rooting for more violence, not less, and it's clear about that.
Kenosha isn't just impacting the presidential campaign. The shooting of Jacob Blake has brought the sports world to a halt.
We all hurt. We all tired of just seeing the same thing over and over again.
We are scared as black people in America. Black men, black women, black kids, we are terrified.
Hello from Washington, I'm Chuck Todd, and thanks for checking out the Meet the Press channel on YouTube. Click on the button down here to subscribe and click over here to watch the latest interviews, highlights, and other digital exclusives.